morning. Welcome to our third grade coaching session for April 2014. We'll go ahead and get started. I wanted to remind you of some upcoming dates that are relevant to third grade teachers. We have 3 checkpoints left for the year, and the checkpoints again are for you to look at your instruction and kind of revamp or rethink of the specific things that you need to be teaching. Of course, that good old STAR test is coming. And then our end of the year district progress monitoring starts the week of May the 13th. And I actually want to just show you a quick calendar about the end of the year DPM. I'm starting on May 5th here. The testing window opens on May 5th. Of course, you can do independent reading levels the week before. But if you'll look quickly at May 7th and May 8th, that's when you're going to be doing your written composition as a whole group. So they'll be doing their writing samples then. And then Tuesday, May 13th, is when you'll be doing your revising and editing portion of the DPM, and then scan those the very next day. The window closes, last day for testing is May 16th, window closes May 19th, and you'll be done for the year. One thing I want to encourage you to do is talk with your IS, talk with your vertical teams, talk with your 4th grade team and see if they would like samples of the written compositions for your kids for next year for 4th grade, and maybe even think about talking to the 2nd grade teams about what you would like to see for the kiddos coming in so that you can hit the ground running next school year. Let's talk just a little bit about reading, and I want to remind you that you're still pulling groups because we got lots of school days left in the school year. What's going to be coming up is book clubs, so I want you to encourage you to head down to your literacy library. If you are short of books in your classroom where you could have a book club, the literacy library is a really great resource for you where you can pull multiple copies of books and use those for your book clubs. You also talk to your librarian. Sometimes she has specific multiple copies of books that she can pull for you. And a book club doesn't need to be huge. It can be 3 or 4 people. So think about the groupings that you're going to make for your book clubs and who's going to belong to those groups. Just a couple of ideas about the mini lessons that are in the units of study for the book club. It's kind of how to put it together, forming it, and the procedures for it, the conversations, and how to really talk and listen to each other. And one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is keep your anchor charts up. I know this will be after the STAR, and sometimes we cover things up and take things down, but you want to make sure that you have some conversation anchor charts up so that kids have some starts to conversations. That'll be one thing that you want to make sure that you're encouraging them to do, not just have conversations about summaries of the stories, but really what's the story mean, here's what I'm hearing you say, and here's what I think about it. Those kind of conversation starters for book clubs. There is I found a really cool book club chart in Lucy Calkins' Units of Study, and it's a really easy chart that just says the name of the group, the name of the book, and the assignment that they're working on that they're going to kind of accomplish before they meet for the next session. And so let me advance the slide here. I realize this is a little blurry, but you'll get the gist of it. But it's an anchor chart that's up in your classroom. It's the name of the group. So we have 3 little friends, 3 little groups going on here. The Astros is the name. They named their own book club, which is fun for them. It tells you what book they're reading, and then it's telling you what they're working on. So it's also a great way for you to keep some management going in your book club time during reading workshop. So you can say, hey, are you guys reading? What page are you on? I see that you're headed to page 44 and you're thinking about writing a summary before your book club meets the next time. So it kind of keeps them on track and gives you an idea of what they're doing. I know other teachers have used bookmarks where the kids write down their assignments on their bookmark for their book club, but this is a quick way for you to be able to just give it a quick glance and see what your book club kids are working on. The unit after that is drama, and so I found 3 really good resources for you. And remember, up in the upper right hand corner when you download this session, These will be hot links that you can go ahead and click on, but they all have free, love free, resources for you that have good little readers' theaters that you can print out or have kids read online with their little drama group. And that's kind of fun at the end of the year when you're packing up everything anyway, or books are getting picked up and you need some resources. These are 3 great places for drama. Again, the mini lessons in drama. One of the things that we'd like you to think about as 3rd grade teachers is 4th grade has drama, a play on their STAR test. So we don't want 4th grade to be the first time that they ever see it. And so one of the things in mini lesson 4, the text features of drama, if you could spend some time on that, make sure your kids know stage directions and why some words are italic and why some aren't, the dialogue, how you do those things. That would be very, very helpful to your 4th grade teachers. All right, so then we're heading into writing. The prompt-based unit is only 8 days. This is the cover from the units of study, and I would very much encourage you to make sure that you spend some time on this prompt-based essay unit, not only because your 4th grade teachers will love you for it, but because the end of the year DPM is prompt-based essay. And one of the things that you're going to do is talk about the purpose of it, of how they're answering the prompt. And a lot of kids have a hard time of just understanding what the prompt is. What are they asking me to write about? So you're going to spend some time on that. So again, the purpose of it, how to stay focused and planning it. Those 3 unit lessons that are here in the middle of the unit are very valuable, and they'll take some time for you to kind of walk through and help the kiddos out with that. The end of the year DPM is an expository prompt, so spend some time on this unit and you'll be happy that you did. I want to remind you about the revising and editing invitations. We've been working on some new ones, and I've been sending them out via email. They're not on iExplore yet, but they have some more interactive, and they also have test talk. They go a little faster than the original ones, but hey, those original ones are still on iExplore, so if there's specific things that your kiddos need, go and grab those on iExplore. You go to the 3rd grade and language part, and then you go into 3rd grade conventions, and all of those old those revising and editing invitations are there for you. Also, look over your curriculum map to make sure that you have covered all of the revising and editing that the kiddos need for the DPM at the end of the month, or sorry, end of the school year. I wanted to remind you just real quickly about book trailers. That's something that they're going to be writing after they do their prompt-based essay unit, and I found 4 websites that have exact book trailers that they can watch. And so again, these hot links, just click on them. It'll take you to a site. There you can choose a book, and I would encourage you to choose some of the books that the kids already know so that they can see what a trailer looks like for a book that they're familiar with. Sometimes we watch book trailers to get them interested in reading a book. This way, kind of flip-flop it so that they can notice what things are included in a book trailer. And they say, oh, okay, well, they, tells a little bit about the story, but it doesn't give away the solution. Or, oh, they really focused in on one character. Or just get the kids to really notice what's in a book trailer. And again, end of the school year, your resources sometimes are depleted, and so working on these book trailers is a great resource, and it's lots of fun for the kids. The other thing is that I would think about some of the books that you use at the beginning of the school year. Have your kiddos create book trailers for those, and you can use them at the beginning of the school year next year to get your new 3rd graders excited about reading. The other thing is, if you go to YouTube, type in book trailers elementary, and the 3rd link down has also some really good ones, but that's how I found some on YouTube. But these top 4 links are really good for you. There's a whole unit on book trailers and the mini lessons, so I just wanted you to make sure that you were aware of those. And then just a couple of other things real quick before we finish. Please make sure you're using Words Their Way. That is our district not only spelling but word study program. You need to have them continue to grow as students who are aware of words and letters and sounds in words. If you have been maybe struggling with words their way this year, after the STAR test, really work as a team and give it a really good try until the end of the school year. Practice the different kinds of activities with your kiddos and get them used to it and get your routine so that you feel comfortable with it, that you can start the school year with it. And that kind of brings me to small group instruction. Please make sure that you are continuing to pull small groups for reading and writing instruction. If you change your routine too much right now, and especially at the end of the school year, you're going to have some classroom management issues. And so please keep in your routine, stay with your schedule, and it's going to make everything a lot easier for everyone. Want to just give you a heads up that the summer PD schedule is going to be coming out very shortly. We're going to have a Cafe 2 class, which is for people who attended the cafe sessions last summer, maybe kind of are aware of it, but really didn't get it going in their classroom. They want to give it another go, get some more ideas. It'll be a great session. We're going to have 2 great new make and take workshops for Words Their Way. So again, those of you that are aware of Words Their Way, you know what it is, but you kind of need some help getting it going. Same with strategy groups. You're going to walk out of this session of strategy groups with your materials ready to go, so that you can start pulling writing groups right away. There's going to be a session on using the new editing invitations, kind of how you use it in your classroom, what it looks like, how you put it into your schedule. Some organizing for balanced literacy. So if you are new to Sci-Fair, new to balanced literacy, think maybe you got it, but you want some clarity, that might be a great session for you. And there's going to be a great children's literature class presented by some librarians from Sci-Fair. So these are some great sessions for you to be thinking about. The dates for those are June 23 and 24 and July 29 and 30. So I would encourage you and your team to be thinking about them, and as soon as the schedule comes out and you can get your spot, make sure you sign up and get that scheduled for the summer. I just wanted to remind you of one thing. I was watching Lucy Calkins doing a talk, and she said, "It is totally clear that the level of students' writing is linked to who they had as a teacher the year before. It's not about DNA, it's about instruction." And so I just want to remind you, not only about writing, but this is also true of reading, that you want to put your best foot forward. You want those kids to shine, not only on the STAR test at the end of 3rd grade, but as they walk into that 4th grade classroom. You're a good teacher and you know it, and so you might as well show it. So that concludes our session. If you need anything, as always, you can email me or ask me any questions, and I'd be glad to help you at any time. So have a great day, y'all.